It is Thursday. That means we have Dr. Joe here to answer your pet questions. So if you have a problem with your pet, you can always give us a call, 460-KJRH. And today, Dr. Joe has brought along Biscuit.
Yeah, this is Biscuit. Biscuit's about 1.5 years old. Everyone asks me what he is, and he's got a little bit of an underbite. And
I noticed that.
And his coat is nothing like, say, a lhasa, but what we think he is probably a lhasa and maybe a Karen Terrier mix. They were mixing some pugs in, but I don't see any pug in him or anything. But you can get that look too. But
how old is he?
He's about 1.5 years old. We kind of kid around that we cured his blindness, but actually he was so matted he could hardly see. It was kind of a sad deal. But so we shaved him off, and he's growing out. He looks much better. His coat will probably be, honestly, well, I shouldn't say quite a bit, probably about half as long again. So he'll have to be groomed from time to time. But
and where can we find Biscuit?
He's over at Heritage Veterinary Hospital, 627-8575.
And of course, you can also call Animal Aid at 918-744-8280 or log on to animalaid.org to find Biscuit. Let's get to the phones. First up, we have Jerry in Broken Arrow. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning.
Hi. What's your question?
Yes, I have a 12-year-old mixed Jack Russell breed. He's built on the stature of like a mini bulldog, and he has cataracts in both eyes. But his biggest problem is a palsy-like syndrome where he shakes continuously, randomly throughout the night and day, whether he's active or not. And we have given him glycogen pills, supplements, to try and help that out, but it doesn't seem to help.
Is he diabetic?
I really actually haven't had him tested for that.
Yeah, that might be something to go in and have your veterinarian look at him, kind of do a neurological exam, make sure, he's not having some strokes. They do get some kind of weird diseases, as we get older. A lot of people do where they get the shakes and stuff, but there may be an underlying cause for that. His cataracts at 12, a lot of times they do develop some cataracts, but usually don't see them too well. So you kind of wonder about diabetes a little bit. That's a pretty easy one. They can take a little blood sample and or some urine and
figure it out pretty quick,
kind of thing, because that could be kind of shaky a little bit from that too.
Sure.
So.
Okay. Next up, we have Sandra in Tulsa. Good morning, Sandra. I think Sandra left us. How about Sandy in Mounds? Are you there, Sandy?
Yes.
Hi.
What's your question?
I have a part lab, part pit, and the part of the paw that's on the inside of the leg high up, she has taken and chewed that skin off of that.
Yep.
And now she's just licking it all the time, and it's like bright red.
Yep. A couple of reasons I would have that seen, and I'll tell you why. Because there's usually a reason why they do that. We call that kind of self-mutilation sometimes. Sometimes it's fleas or ticks. Sometimes it's allergies. Sometimes she had a laceration, and you need to kind of address that a little bit, especially if it kind of goes on and on and on. Sometimes you can put some Neosporin, wash it real good, put some Neosporin and stuff, and it'll kind of stop. But if it gets infected, you're going to end up on some antibiotics. So.
Okay, let's squeeze in one more call here. It's Robert out in Afton. Good morning, Robert. What's your question?
Yeah, I've got a bull terrier classified as a pit bull. Why does he graze on small elm leaves?
Because he likes them.
They're tasty.
Why does my wife eat guacamole? It's just, no. A lot of times they do. I mean, they can eat fruits and vegetables as well, and some of them like the taste, so they're kind of playing around and kind of eating them. Most of the time, they're not very digestible. They'll throw them back up. So I'll tell people, usually I try to get them to chew on a little chew bone or do something else a little bit, but usually it won't hurt them too much, although, it is kind of probably dirty outside. So.
Sure. And by the way, I'm with you. Don't like guacamole.
Yeah.
Dr. Joe is here every Thursday. Exactly. Dr. Joe's here every Thursday to answer your pet questions. And if you missed any of today's segment, you can go to KJRH.com and click on the Lifestyle tab to watch it again, learn about other pets who need homes, and find out more about where Dr. Joe works, Heritage Veterinary Hospital. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much.
Dina, back to you.
Thanks, guys.